dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Now it's truth or dare. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Now it's truth or dare. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare to speak the truth. Look, I dare.
What's good, world? Easily done, FANATICz. I gotta give my shout out, my due respect to the 2025 college football national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. They did it, man. They did it. First of all, me personally, I want to celebrate the whole. I don't know how everybody feel about it, but the playoffs, to me, I've been wanting college football to do this type shit for real. Okay, the way you did your seeds was the only issue. To me, it was the only issue. I think you could go, now that you got a real playoff, you might need to get rid of conference championships. I was just thinking about the other day, because that was a whole controversy. You know what I'm saying? Teams get to they had a great season, but you kind of borderline still on the bubble of getting into the playoffs or not, especially when you're not in the SEC or the Big Ten, because that's like automatic if you had a good season. But teams at the ACC and the Big 12, they don't know. Big East. I don't know why, but Big East is not even. So basically the Big 12 and the ACC, and then any group of 5 team, right? You lose one game and then you got a conference championship game to play. You could lose your conference championship and be punished to go to the playoffs. So if that's an issue, just get rid of the conference championships. You know what I mean? Have it like the NFL. The conference champion is whoever wins it in the season. You just crown that team. But after that, let's get ready for these playoffs. That way, you can have kind of everybody have a bye week, or you just start the playoffs quicker. So, because there was another argument about the college football season playoffs going all into the NFL playoffs, and now you're competing. And one dude, Joe Klatt, he worked for Fox, complained that the college football national championship shouldn't be competing with NFL playoff games, especially when we're deep in the playoffs. The games are, we watch them games when we get to the divisional round and the conference championship. So he got a good point. Like before the NFL, the college football, the championship game will be maybe not even a wild card. It'll be like the weekend before the wild card. So yeah, he got a good point. It did kind of push into that this year. So yeah, way into it. So it's just some intricacy they got to work out. It's their first year of having. This is in history of college football, versus all the years where you just voted champions off of, or you picked them out the bowl game results. But it'd be teams with all kind of teams with the same record. Like you had teams with the same record, but they played in the playoffs. It was your chance to prove, are you national champion worthy, and you play head to head. You can't answer the question any better than a playoff. You know what I mean? A tournament, like college basketball does it perfect. There's single eliminations, but you can't do it like college basketball with that many teams. But single elimination tournament, 64 teams. The winner of that bitch is the champion. Ain't no argument, man. I ain't never heard nobody argue about who won the championship in college basketball. You just salute that shit. All them teams in there, everybody got a shot. You need that in college football. All the best teams got their shot, man. They got their chance to prove they the best. Ohio State was the best. And even my Michigan fans want to complain, oh, they didn't win the comp. Come on, man. Somebody, like, first of all, being a Big Ten member, we definitely wanted more than one team represented in the Big Ten. Like, you know what I mean? If it would have been Ohio State won the conference championship, and we would have been 12-1, 11-1, Michigan, and we didn't play in the championship game, but we was 11-1, ranked top 10 all year. I'm like, we should be in that bitch too. Like, if you got this whole seeding thing and the teams you selecting, we one of the top 12 teams in the country. Like, come on, man. That's why I'm gonna get rid of. You just might as well get rid of conference championship games. They don't even happen no more. If college football want to advance this, they got to get rid of some traditions. That's the only way it's gonna work. If you're trying to keep all your traditions, and see, that's college football problem with these traditions. It's got to evolve. You ain't got no problem with the transferring Dudes play college football 1, 2 games. Oh man, I'm gone. I'm transferring. You know what I mean? They'll sit out and tell the team I'm finna transfer next season. I'm watching games. They'll tell me about this dude that went to 3 schools. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like part of developing college football is sitting at a program and developing, bruh. You know, let a coach you for a couple of years. And then that 1 year, senior year, you have a boom year and get yourself in the NFL. See all that moving around. You got a new coach, new system. You got to learn. So it's pros and cons to all that transferring. And then NIL money. That's why they transferring. Because you go certain schools, you transfer, you got a name to yourself. That's how them schools are recruiting you. Who gonna pay you the most? And I'm like, but I want to see these guys eat because they're college football making too much money. I told my homeboy, you sleep if you don't think the whole trajectory, the entire enterprise. And I'm not talking about FCS, of FBS, just FBS alone. FCS probably getting paid too, but we're just gonna talk FBS because that's another 50, 60 teams. That's just too many teams. You take the entire enterprise of FBS football, I believe it's 120 teams. Each of them got stadiums. Some got maybe 30,000 seat stadiums. Some got 100 and plus thousand. There's no NFL stadium that has that much capacity. And some of them teams sell out every game, bro. And they could be middle of the pack. They gonna sell out. You see what I'm saying? They making money, bro. They eating ratings, the little region. I used to live in Knoxville, Tennessee, right? I grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee. That's the home of the Tennessee Vols. They got a very good football program over there. I watched them for years be a top 10 program. They sell out even when they weren't at their top, Neyland Stadium gonna sell out. It's over. They got one of the biggest stadiums in college football, 100,000+. On top of everybody in the East Tennessee, the whole state of Tennessee even. You got people from Central and West Tennessee watch the Vols. But East Tennessee for sure, Knoxville and Chattanooga, you know what I mean? Johnson City, whatever. They watching the shit out of them boys. Like, ain't gonna miss a game, buy their gear. They making millions, hundreds of millions of dollars every year just on college football alone. These athletes are the ones selling the tickets. Peyton Manning went to the University of Tennessee. He made them so much money. He didn't even win a national championship over there. He didn't win the Heisman. He was just a really good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And back then, he probably got money on the T. They've been getting them boys money, but it was forbidden. It wasn't talked about, but they were eating. You get around that campus and see the athlete, and he driving a $40,000-$50,000 car, but only thing he's supposed to be seeing is his scholarship. How you get that? See what I'm saying? Like, please. But now they legitly getting paid. You got millionaires playing college football. They're millionaires. They got NIL money. I'm seeing commercials now. They showing commercials they got a commercial showing highlights in NFL and college in the same commercial. That lets you know, like, them dudes there's some whole millionaires in the college football game. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a new era. And that's part of me saying why Ohio State won it. They were good as fuck last year. And when they lost their quarterback, he transferred out, and they kind of pushed him out because they wanted to bring somebody in. They wanted to get a transfer, and that's what they did. Will Howard from Kansas State. And he was, to me, the most consistent player on that team. As much as that Jeremiah Smith was All-American, Will played great all year. He was a quarterback. And then they went and got this running back, Quinshawn Jenkins from Ole Miss. I don't even know why he left Ole Miss. The kid was an All-American over there. But he knew if he came to Ohio State and stacked the deck, he going to win that championship. I don't even know if he's going to go pro. He might stay another year over there. But they stacked the deck. They went and got the safety, too. Caleb Downs from Alabama, All-American at Alabama. And came on. All them boys contributed. And I know they all got paid. They talked about their roster was $20 million. On top of the high-caliber players they already had on the team that were their recruits and all. So That's the new era of college football. See, you think now that Ohio State done blatantly had transfers like that, man, I already know Michigan gonna follow suit because Michigan ain't gonna let Ohio State. We just won a national championship. We just didn't access the transfer portal like they did. We won it the year before. We won it 2023. We had like one of our stud defensive linemen. He better go to the draft now. Borderline first round pick. No, I don't think he'll be no later in the second round. Hosea Stewart. He came. We got him from Coastal Carolina, but he's a beast though. He's an absolute stud. I don't know where Jim Harbaugh is a beast picking his guys. But you think now in Michigan, let me tell you how Michigan's already trying to compete with Ohio State. We got this recruit, the number one quarterback in the country, arguably the number one player overall, to come to Michigan because we didn't have no quarterback all year last year. So we got the top recruit, and they paying the recruits now to come to school, and we paid this kid to come here, millions, and we don't even know how good he's gonna be. And we got a transfer from another school, and had a kid that we wanted to play, but he didn't want to play his freshman year. He was a 4-star. Excuse me. So it's like that's already a whole inventory at quarterback that we went and paid to bring to Michigan. See what I'm saying? And see, we right there with Ohio State already. Like, as soon as they showing that that's what it is, we gonna go right with you because we rivals. So now you're the Alabamas, University of Miami. They paid a bunch of money to get man, I forgot my oh man, sorry, I forgot my man's name. He's about to be a top draft pick. Their quarterback they got from Washington State. You see what I'm saying? They went and paid to make sure he came to Miami, and they had their best season in years. Like, this is a new era of college football. Just know that Ohio State damn sure gonna open the door. So now you about to see it get ridiculous. They already complaining like to me, you can't deny these kids the income because they worked for this. These dudes, the college players, guys that been finished college sued to be like, man, we should be getting some money because y'all making way too much money off of us. Especially college football. They doing all college sports because they making money. You televise these games, you know, they making money, bro. It's just nothing else to say, man. Them stadiums sell out, bro. You know what I mean? College basketball is hella big. College baseball. It's just America, man. And they're like, it's a big business, bro. That's why college football needed to come out of the old ways because there was a reason why, like, Alabama was good it's been good all these years. In Ohio State, these people have been winning championships since the 80s. Just a top tier program. You know what I mean? They fall off for a little bit and jump right back up because they're going to go pay for a great coach. They're going to get all the recruits, you know. So your playoff equals it out a little bit. It gives guys a chance to catch up, and the transfer portal too. You know? That's why you had an Indiana team. I ain't never seen Indiana good. Indiana's known for basketball, and them boys was 11-1 this year. You know what I mean? Wow. And they were, you know, they got their ass beat when they got to the playoffs. Was that is you going to? Because, you know, you got to be used to playing for championships. This the first time y'all have been in this type of level ever. It was record breaking. And they already done transferred, brought a new quarterback in from the guy that's about to leave. He's bringing a whole bunch of transfers. Like, see, that's what it's doing. This new era of college football giving all these schools a chance to compete. Because everybody, see, they're talking about, like, the Bamas can't stack the deck no more. When Nick Saban was at Alabama, that man will have 5-star players waiting to play because they want to play. But part of that, too, is wanting to play for a good coach because they know that the way he coach is worth sitting on the bench because when they do get out there, you're going to be on a team that's highly recognized, highly publicized. So it's going to help scouts see, you know, well coached. Nick Saban had dudes go to the league and grows every year. Georgia's starting to do it like that now too. I think Georgia's getting a little shift now though, because I don't know how good Kirby Smart is with this change in college football. He gets his transfers, but he got to start opening the bank, and I'm pretty sure they will because Georgia didn't look good as they have in the past. I'm pretty sure he's gonna start touching that shit too. There was all type of holes on their team this year. They were still very good, but go and a prime example, Clemson. Um, Clemson's coach, one of the best coaches in the country. That man got 2 national championships. But he won his championships before they busted the door open with the NIL and the transfer portal being what it is. He don't want to participate with that. So now Clemson's starting to fall off. They're good, but they're not great like they used to be. And it's statistically known the man refuses to be a part, but you got to be, bruh. If you want to reach that next level of college football and maintain success, see what Ohio State just did, man, you got to evolve yourself with this portal, bro. You tripping to be like he recruits. That's why he was dominated, because his recruiting game was fantastic. And he ain't worried about too many guys leaving. They staying. They still staying. For all that, they're still staying, but it's just you got to keep the level of talent there by grabbing the transfers. A couple, you ain't got to go heavy with it. Just you got to get key pieces like Ohio State did. They picked the quarterback. He came in and played great. A running back, he came in and played great. All the boys was all Americans, like all American, all conference, and they were all key pieces to this team that won a championship. That's what Clemson got to do. But you stay stuck. This is just a prime example of change. I've been talking about it in life. If you don't know, if you can't adjust to change, you're going to get left behind. This shit I was taught in middle school, man. And something I'm going to appreciate, me personally, I moved around a lot, and I had to get used to change as a kid. We moved around a lot. So I knew how to mingle with people because I'd seen so many different type of people living in different states. But that's a whole nother topic, But shout out to Ohio State, man. Shout out. That's all I'm gonna say. And just know that we gonna be back next year. I promise you, because we already peeped the game. Like we gonna follow they suit. We gonna not listen. That's why Michigan, when Jim left, they already went and got a coach that's on the transfer portal game and paying NIL deals. I promise you, like recruiting. See, that's why they made a big deal getting this quarterback, right? Because once you brought him, players followed him. You see what I'm saying? He's such a good quarterback. You got receivers want to play with him. You see what I'm saying? You got receivers want to play with him. And now you start getting receivers. Now you got defensive guys who want to be a part of the team altogether. And we're already known for that. That's what we do is defense. Like, that's why we won the championship 2023. Our defense was legendary. Legendary. Whole defensive unit went to the league. So, and been going to the league. Jim just finally had the running game. But that's another topic. I'm a Wolverine. I'm sorry, Ohio. I had to sneak in my Wolverine talk. But shout out to them boys for real. It's just real talk. Shout out. College football, don't get rid of the playoff. Just keep fixing it. Keep making it better. There's no looking back. There's no BCS it and no the old bowl system picking championship. You use the bowls to play the game. So shout out Ohio State. And here's the thing about us football fans, and this is why football is a year-round sport. I'm already talking about my recruit. NFL, same thing. You start thinking about the draft and how dudes are looking in the off season. Football, a year-round sport, bro. Ain't no other sport you do that like that. You do it in college too, in the NBA and college. Basketball with drafting and seeing development, but football is like it's automatically a developmental sport. It's just that. You see a freshman coming like this kid from Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith. Boy, that's somebody we're going to watch. He's going to get publicized for the rest of his career. I'm not, that mean he's going to be successful, but he already came in first year college football, first team All-American, bro. Freshman, bro. Now what he going to do sophomore year? He still can't go to the league yet. In basketball, he could already go to the NFL. Like my man from Duke, Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag was playing 1 year and he's balling. Like Duke's the #2 team in the country right now. He averaging 20 points a game. You know what I mean? He about to be the number. See, it's a different level of development with basketball. Football, Jeremiah, we got to make sure he stay developing. But by the time he's eligible to go in the draft, he's going to be a top 3. Not even top 5. Because you don't really see receivers go #1 overall. But this dude is a beast, man. Like, he came in, like, he's grown man, body and all, man. And he from South Florida. That's why I be like, yo, they breed football niggas down here, bro. That shit wild, bro. And you know why? Because, like, right now it's 60 degrees outside. Well, y'all in 30, 20 degree weather, our winter is not winter. So a kid can train down here all year long, running around outside. So by the time they playing football with dudes from other regions, these dudes' athleticism is retarded. All right, but anyways, congratulations, Ohio State Buckeyes. Great season, college football. Yeah, some controversy, some things we got to work at, but I'll fuck with it. It's your boy Dunn. I'm out.